Dillian Whyte will return to the ring on July 21st at the O2 Arena, headlining another show, it would seem. The opponent has not yet been confirmed or announced, but it is believed that the front runner to be in the opposite corner that night will be Kubrat Pulev. And if that turns out to be the case, it will be an IBF world title final eliminator, with the winner taking on whoever's the IBF world heavyweight champion at the time. And I don't mean the time this fight takes place. I mean, whenever the IBF call, they're mandatory. So at the moment, it's obviously Andy Joshua. We'll see who it is at the time the IBF called a mandatory. So anyway, yeah, Dillian Whyte back, July 21st, O2 Arena. Callum Johnson, it says potentially on the undercard. Hopefully they stack this card out. Dillian Whyte did well in his last fight against Lucas Brown. He delivered an exciting performance, an exciting knockout. I think they only sold about half of the tickets at the O2, maybe a bit less. I think it was around 9,000, something like that. So Dillian Whyte is growing in popularity, but he's nowhere near filling out the O2 or anything like that. So they're going to need to provide value for money on the undercard. You know, this is why Dillian Whyte is not a pay-per-view star or anything. He's still not quite there with the British public, so they've got a lot of work to do to build him. And stacking the undercard is definitely one of the ways to do that. As I say, at the moment, they're only talking about Callum Johnson being on the undercard. Unfortunately, that will not be against Anthony Yarde. That's a fight that many of us would like to see, but Frank Warren and Anthony Yarde's people have rejected the fight for whatever reasons they gave in Frank Warren's latest interview. But that's not going to go ahead for now anyway. Yeah, they rejected the fight for a particular date. Let's just say that. They haven't outright rejected the fight completely. They've just rejected it for a particular date, to be completely fair. So, yeah, anyway. Dillian Whyte back, July 21st at the O2. That's a good date for him because generally, in the summer months, boxing slows down. This is not a pay-per-view fight, so it's not going to clash with any other pay-per-view. People are going to be able to watch it free if they have Sky. And they're going to be able to go down and get a ticket fairly easily. Assuming the top tier is not closed. Maybe they'll open the top tier of the O2 Arena this time. I don't know. I think last time the top tier was closed. And there were no tickets available for the upper tier or the upper bowl as they call it. I don't know, but I would imagine you could get a Dillian Whyte ticket fairly easily, and if they're reasonably priced, and there isn't any kind of funny business going on with StubHub, then it's potentially a good night out for anybody interested in some heavyweight boxing. So yeah, I'm sure the people who went to watch the Dillian Whyte Lucas Brown fight live last time out felt like they got value for money on that particular card. Callum Johnson, was it Callum Johnson knocking out Buglioni on that card? Yes, it was, wasn't it? So maybe they're trying to pair Johnson with Whyte as a double act going forward. We'll see. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, people. Do you think it's going to be Dillian Whyte versus Kubrat Pulev? Do you reckon they'll get that at the O2? And if it's not Kubrat Pulev, who would you like it to be? And how would you see Dillian Whyte, Kubrat Pulev going? I've been back and forth between who I think would win between Dillian Whyte and Pulev, but I settled on saying that if the fight is in the UK, I edge towards Dillian Whyte. If the fight's in Bulgaria, I edge towards Kubrat Pulev. I think it's that close. I think it's that competitive that where the fight is held because of the officiating could make the difference. So I think Dillian Whyte by a whisker if he fights Kubrat Pulev in the UK. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below, people. It's Hatman, I'm out.